This is Ian Cameron for Sportsbook Review with your college basketball play of the day for Monday, February the 20th. It's Big 12 action for the play of the day on this Monday card. We're going to look at the Iowa State Cyclones taking on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. It's an ESPNU national television game, 9 p.m. Eastern tip-off. We have Texas Tech, a 2.5-point home favorite, total of 142.5 in this game. Texas Tech, let's give this team a lot of credit for what they've done. And how about the job that Chris Beard has done? First-year head coach of this Red Raiders team. They have played some very good competitive basketball here during the course of the Big 12 season. I mean, you go up and down their recent results, pretty good. They've been in every single game pretty much. They beat Oklahoma at home. They beat Baylor, of course, big win there at home. Their losses were all pretty much tight games. A 4-point road loss at Baylor, a 4-point road loss at Texas, a 1-point road loss at TCU, a 1-point home loss to Kansas. So Texas Tech has been in just about every single game they've played in Big 12 play. However, I have some concerns for this Texas Tech team here tonight as they come back home from Lubbock following that double overtime loss against West Virginia, 83-74. Just a crushing loss for Texas Tech. They played their guts out, left it all out there on the basketball court. And then when you start to see the number of minutes that many of their starters played, it becomes a major, major concern for me, considering now they're playing 48 hours later following that double overtime affair in Morgantown against West Virginia. Look at the numbers. Keenan Evans, 45 minutes of floor time for Texas Tech in that game. Liam Stevenson, 41 minutes of court time. Zach Smith was on the floor for 43 minutes. So there you go. You've got three guys right there playing over 40 minutes for this Texas Tech team. Keenan Evans is the big one. I mean, he's the leader of this team. 28 points he had in that game against West Virginia, but 45 minutes on the floor. Really has me concerned that Texas Tech could be a little bit worn out physically. It certainly could be worn out mentally. I mean, in West Virginia, tough place, good team, and a tough place to win. And you had a chance to win that game. You battled as much as you could, and you come up short. I'm worried about the mental and physical hangover potentially for Texas Tech from that game as they play just 48 hours later, 2 days later. That's it. Short turnaround here, playing Iowa State at home. And let's look at the schedule in the last week for Texas Tech. Home game against Kansas, down to the wire. They lose by 1. Home game against Baylor, huge game, of course, against a ranked opponent. They get up for that game, they win it. Another huge game now on Saturday at West Virginia, a game that goes to that double overtime, as mentioned, and they lose. That is a meat grinder of a recent schedule for Texas Tech. Is there anything left in this team now, physically and mentally, in their gas tank to get themselves revved back up tonight? 48 hours following that West Virginia game and coming off 3 barn burners in a row against elite competition in this conference, Kansas, Baylor, and West Virginia. It's as tough a 3-game swatch as you're going to face in the Big 12. It's a concern here for Texas Tech. And Iowa State, I know on the road they've been a little spotty at times, but this team's really starting to round into form. 3 very good wins in a row for Iowa State, 3-0 straight up, 3-0 against the spread. Their last 3 games, they beat Oklahoma by double digits, cover the number in that one. They went on the road at Kansas State, 87-79, and really that game was a blowout from the beginning for Iowa State on the road in Manhattan, Kansas. And then they follow that up with a big double-digit win at home against TCU. This team's rolling right now. I like the fact they have a senior point guard in Monte Morris. He's not going to be phased playing in a tough road environment like Lubbock here. It's not going to bother him. You like having those senior point guards, those veteran ball handlers that know what they're doing. Monte Morris certainly does. And I think Iowa State might be able to catch Texas Tech in a little bit of problems here, physically and mentally, off this meat grinder of a recent schedule they've had. So I'm going to buck the early line move here. Let's make it official. Let's go with Iowa State plus 2.5, rotation number 715. The Cyclones plus 2.5 at Texas Tech to Red Raiders team. Iowa State plus 2.5, your play of the day in college basketball for Monday, February the 20th. All right, that'll wrap it up. I'm Ian Cameron for Sportsbook Review. Until next time, enjoy the games and good luck.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.